Hello students, this is your violin teacher Serena. How's your practicing with the bow going on? I just came back from a very exciting orchestra rehearsal. We are putting out the Verdi Requiem, and this is a work that has a chorus, a full chorus, and with a full orchestra, and it's sung in Latin, and the melodies are beautiful. So if you are interested, you should either go and check it out or come to the concert. It's happening this Sunday. Now, today I'm going to show you how to put the violin and the bow together and play on the violin. Many of my students have been asking, when can I assemble my left and right hand together and make some sound out of the violin? So, you've been learning to hold the bow. First, make sure your hands are very relaxed when you grip the bow, okay? So make sure it's relaxed when you grip the bow. It's firm but relaxed. The bow isn't going to drop. Now, you've learned to hold your violin upright, straight, parallel to the floor. And where do we play on the violin? We play between the bridge and the beginning of the fingerboard. So we play in between, right in the middle. And the hair of your bow is fully flat on the strings. Now, we've learned that there is E string, A string, D string, G string. Now, the very first string that we will play on is the A string. It's in between the D and the E. So you have to make sure that the hair is only on the A string, not touching the D, not touching the E. So watch carefully and make sure the hair is just right on the A string. So remember, your bow arm is somewhat not too low like this. It will be like a chicken, and it's sort of parallel to the floor. So let's try. And when you pull your bow, it has to be straight, meaning that it has to be parallel to this fingerboard and the bridge. Now we go back to the frog. So from the frog, we pull to the tip of the bow, and from the tip of the bow, we pull back to the frog. Now, when we pull from the frog to the tip of the bow, that's called a down bow. When we push it from the tip to the frog, it's called an up bow. So I always ask my students to start playing long bow strokes. And when you do a slow and long bow strokes, you will be able to focus on keeping the bow parallel to the bridge and the fingerboard. And I always ask them to count 4 beats to a bow. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have to make sure they distribute the bow equally. So if there's 4 beats to a bow, the bow is like your breath. It's like a singer taking a deep breath. Now, if you're going to play 4 beats to a bow, you have to distribute it such that when you do the 1, the bow is here. When it's 2, the bow is here. When it's 3, the bow is here. When it's 4, the bow is there. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and your bow is moving at a constant speed. 2, 3, 4, 1, Remember my bow hand here? All the fingers are curved. They're curved. And when you are up here, it's very curved. And when you go all the way to the end, it is a little bit stretched. And when you go back to the frog, you bend your fingers again. So this is the kind of movement that we want to try to do. A very relaxed bow hand means that the fingers are flexible enough to move like this. Now this bow hold comes from Ivan Galamian. I had a teacher who came from Ohio, and she learned from a teacher who learned from Ivan Galamian. Ivan Galamian came from Russia to America, and he taught in the university in Ohio. So he's one of the greatest violinists that ever lived in this century. Okay, now for little children, pulling long notes can be quite a torture. So I always tell them to do this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and. Now this rhythm for little children, you can tell them very, very tasty, very, very tasty, very, very tasty, very, very tasty. Or, if it's, very nosy little kid, just tell them to do this little rhyme. Busy, busy body, busy, busy body. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and. Now this first rhythm is the rhythm that we use in the Suzuki violin method, the first variation on Twinkle Twinkle. Okay, and I'll do more of that in my next video. Bye.